Kalthum from India.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salatullah.
Sir, I want clarification in one thing. I hear that we shouldn't ask Allah's justice, adl. We should always ask His rahmah, means mercy. For example, nowadays when there is fight between two people, two groups or two families, one of them thinking itself to be from the oppressed, ask Allah for His adl and justice rather than asking for His mercy. They eventually ask Allah that I ask Allah for adl, Allah give me adl in this dunya and akhirah, and all think other person, family, group or party to be from the oppressor. However, then Allah sends more calamity to them and as they ask for His justice. So is it true, whatever happens with us, good or bad, we shouldn't ask Allah's justice, we should always ask His mercy? Please guide me about this.
Okay, any more questions?
No, Jazakallah khair.
Okay, so Kalthum from India is asking about a misconception that is widely spread among her people when there are two people fighting and the one who's being oppressed is asking Allah for justice. And they say, no, you should not ask Allah for justice. You should ask Allah for mercy, because Allah's mercy also includes Allah's justice. And this concept is baseless, both in Quran and in the Sunnah. So we do not pay attention to what laymen say. Rather, we only refer to the Quran and the Sunnah. For example, in Surah Al-Qamar, the moon, Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that after relentlessly calling His people to Islam, when they rejected and ridiculed Him, Prophet Nuh, peace be upon him, said, Inni maghlubun fantasir. Oh Allah, I am overwhelmed. I'm overpowered. So grant me victory and avenge me. So here, he did not ask Allah for rahmah. He sought Allah's vengeance. And we know what happened when the flood covered the whole of earth and the whole of humanity ceased to exist except for those on the ark who believed and accompanied Nuh, peace be upon him. Also in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, the night of the great battle of Badr, Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, was with the Prophet ﷺ in a small tent. And the Prophet ﷺ was supplicating to Allah at night while everyone else was asleep and insisting on Allah that grant us victory. Oh Allah, if we were to be defeated, you would not be worshipped on earth. Oh Allah, grant me the victory that you have promised me. And he did not ask for forgiveness or for mercy. He asked for victory. So justice is not something to be ashamed of. On the contrary, we seek justice in our daily lives. When we have a dispute with someone else and we go to the court. Why do we go to court? Why did Allah Azza wa Jalla in the first place appointed judges like Dawood, peace be upon him, as mentioned in the Quran, so that he would solve arguments and disputes? And this is why we need courts. There might be a problem between me and my father over issues of inheritance. If my mom dies and my father decides not to give me anything of my share in my mother's wealth, he's unfair. But does this mean that I should remain silent and accept? No. Allah Azza wa Jal gave me the right to go to court and complain so that the judge would give me my God-given share. And this would not be considered being undutiful to my father or disrespectful. Rather, this is my right that I am entitled and permitted to seek and ask for. Therefore, this misconception is totally baseless. You can ask for Allah's adl. The only person who would not want this to happen is the oppressor. The one who transgresses, does dhulm towards others, he's the one who does not want Allah's justice. He wants Allah's mercy to conceal his oppression, and Allah knows best.